Excellent.
Excellent.
5 points if you know the correct title for that.
Oh, not a clue.
Sailor's Hornpipe. No. I do know. It's all right. Forget about it.
We'll go
Right.
to the audience on that one.
Can
But anyway,
everyone
this way.
see that?
Yes.
Yes.
Welcome everyone to Brain of Schlag. This is our version of the radio quiz, Brain of Britain. David, I asked you for a number between 1 and 99. You said 25, so you start with 25 points. Well done. The rules are very simple. Got it. You're back to 0. The rules are very simple. In turns, I'm going to ask you questions until you get one wrong. Each correct answer that you give me is worth 1 point, and if you get 5 in a row, you get a bonus point, and your turn will then end. If you get a question wrong, I'll open it up for anyone to buzz, and you get a bonus point if you get it right. There's 20 minutes on the clock, and when the clock hits 0, the game will end at the end of the current round when everyone has had what their starting question, and then the person with the most points is the winner. Any questions?
No.
Yes.
No more wombles.
Yes, I have hundreds of questions. So let's. We're going to be starting with you, Ash. So let's start the clock. Pesto, a staple sauce of Italian cooking, combines pine kernels, Parmesan cheese, and olive oil with which herb?
You
get 10
parsley.
seconds, by the way. Sorry?
Parsley.
No, I'll open it up to a Nick.
Basil.
Correct. Ding. So
I buzzed.
You got. I'm sorry, Nick was there first. David, we move to you for your question. In the Caribbean, what is a duppy?
A drink.
It's not, I'm afraid. Anyone? You may as well have a guess. You don't lose anything.
Buzz.
A fish?
Nick.
Is it some sort of storm?
No. Scott.
Is it a fish?
Nope.
Buzz.
Ash.
Is it a ghost?
Yes.
Ooh.
Very good. Good guess. Or good knowledge, I'm going to say there. Liam. Barbara Millicent Roberts is the full name of which iconic figure of the 20th century, first introduced to the public by Ruth Handler in
Barbara Windsor.
1959 at the New York Toy Fair.
It's Barbara Windsor, isn't it?
It's not. I'm going
Buzz.
to... Scott.
Barbie, the
It is
doll.
Barbie
Barbie,
the doll.
Mm.
Nick.
Yep.
On the label of a bottle of wine, the letters DOCG are an indication that it has been granted a stamp of particular quality. In which country will it have been produced?
DOCG.
DOCG.
France.
No. Anyone?
Buzz.
Ash.
Italy.
Correct. It stands
Nice.
for Denominazione di Origine Controllata e Garantita. So, Ash, you get a point. And Scott. Lackland and Soft Sword are among the nicknames given to which English king, the father of Henry III?
William II.
Nope.
Buzz.
Liam.
John.
Correct.
Well done.
And so at the end of that round, Ash is in the lead with 2. Liam, Nick has got on 1. David, yet to score, but I'm sure he'll score in the next round. Ash, we're back to you. Which of the territories of Canada has the city of Yellowknife as its capital?
Yellowknife.
Hmm.
Is that Northwest Territories?
It is very good. So you get the next question. We stay with you. Ada, Countess of Lovelace, best known for having written the first description of Charles Babbage's mechanical computer, was the daughter of which English poet?
Oh. Pass.
Buzz.
Scott.
Byron?
Correct.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
David. Which type of wheat, with a name derived from the Latin for hard, is cultivated mainly to make pasta, couscous, and macaroni?
Oh, I should know this. Pass.
Buzz.
Buzz.
Scott.
Durham.
Yes. Durum wheat. Liam. Which fictional detective made his final appearance in a novel called Curtain, published in 1975, and was the first fictional character ever to be honoured with an obituary on the front page of the New York Times?
Sherlock Holmes.
Which was not he.
Buzz?
Ash?
Is that Poirot?
It is. Oh, sorry,
Ah.
David, you were very
Right.
close, but didn't quite buzz in time. Whose question is it?
Me.
Nick's. Which island group in the Indian Ocean, a popular tourist destination, has the city of Victoria as its capital?
Is it St. Kitts and Nevis?
It is not.
Buzz.
Scott?
Seychelles.
It is the Seychelles.
Makes sense.
Scott, your question. Which British rock group formed in the late 1960s was named after an agriculturalist of the 18th century whose principal work was entitled Horse Hoeing Husbandry?
Pass.
Anyone?
No.
Buzz.
Liam?
Shepherd.
No. It was Jethro Tull.
Jethro Tull.
Oh.
Ah.
Oh.
At the end of that
Clear that
round,
up.
David still yet to score. Liam and Nick on 1. Ash and Scott hogging all the points on 4. We go to Ash. Do let me know, by the way, and I'll stop at the end of a particular round. Ash.
Mhm.
In 1911, the American politician, explorer, and archaeologist Hiram Bingham discovered which lost Inca city on a mountain ridge above the Urubamba Valley in Peru.
Machu Picchu?
Correct. So you get the next question. Which spice is derived from the plant whose Latin name is Crocus sativus?
Which spice? Cinnamon.
Buzz.
Buzz.
Scott
Saffron.
is saffron.
Nah.
I would have also accepted baby or sporty. Next question for David. According to the prison warder Mr. McKay in the classic TV comedy series Porridge, in this prison there are only 2 rules. One is you do not write on the walls. What is the other?
You don't spit on the floor?
No. Anyone?
Pass.
It's you obey all the rules.
And we're on to Schlag now.
Okay.
Schlag is back.
Okay, we'll finish at the end of this round. We'll pause. Liam, ultraviolet radiation in sunlight helps convert ergosterol, a substance present in the skin, into a form of which vitamin?
Vitamin D.
Yes, specifically vitamin D2. By what name do we know the undesirable condition known medically as pityriasis capitis?
Vitiligo.
No. Anyone?
Buzz.
Scott?
Prickly heat.
No. It's dandruff. Nick, which of the American Ivy League universities has its campus in the city of New Haven, Connecticut?
It's not Harvard, but I can't think of anything else. So Harvard.
It is not Harvard.
Buzz.
Buzz.
Liam,
Yale.
it is
Of
Yale.
course it is.
And Scott,
Mhm.
having formulated a law for the polarization of light, which is named after him, the 19th century Scottish physicist David Brewster also invented a scientific instrument that became popular as a child's toy. What is it?
A gyroscope.
Nope.
Buzz.
Liam.
Spinning top.
Nope.
Buzz.
Nick.
Spirograph.
No.
Buzz.
Ash.
Kaleidoscope?
It is the kaleidoscope.
Well done.
Good, Ash. Good, Ash.
And so,
Done.
pause the timer there. We've got just over half the time remaining. And at the end of that round, David's on 0, Nick is on 1, Liam on 3, Scott 5, Ash is in the lead with 6.
Ooh.
We shall pick that up in the next. Not right. Nothing happened. Okay, there's 12, just over 12 minutes left to go. So the next question is for Ash, and we'll start the clock. The 1930s children's books Peter Duck and Pigeon Post are sequels featuring the same characters to which highly successful novel?
Not a clue.
No,
Pass.
anyone?
Buzz.
Ooh. Liam?
Wyndham and Willis.
No. It was Swallows and Amazons by Arthur Anderson.
Ah,
David, come on. In chemistry, what name is given to different forms of the same substance which may have different properties, such as carbon in the forms of diamond and graphite?
thinking back to school, I'm not going to get it. Pass.
No. Anyone?
Buzz.
Scott?
Allotrope.
Yes, that is the term I was looking for.
I would never have got that.
Liam, which Scottish Premier League football club
Do I get a
plays
point?
its home games? I gave you one.
Okay.
Plays its home games at Tynecastle.
Celtic.
No.
Buzz.
Nick?
Hibernian.
No.
Buzz.
David?
Caledonian Thistle.
No.
Inverness. No.
No. Any other Scottish teams?
Buzz.
Ash?
Midlothian?
Yes, Heart of Midlothian.
Wow, well done. Was that a guess?
That was a pure guess.
I
Sorry.
was going to go with Accrington Stanley. That was...
Nick, in the animal kingdom, the family Leporidae, Leporidae, consists of which common British mammals?
Rabbits.
Yes, or hares. Both are fine. So, also for you, Nick, what word is used in physics to describe an ionized gas produced at extremely high temperatures and, in biology, to the liquid component of the blood?
Plasma.
Yes.
Hmm.
A psychopathic killer named Michael Myers is the central villain of a celebrated horror movie of 1978 and its series of sequels. Can you name the original movie?
It's one of two. Friday the 13th.
No.
Buzz.
Oh, no.
Liam.
Halloween.
Yes.
yep.
Was that the other
Mhm.
one?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, and Scott, your question. Which building, one of the holiest places of Islam, stands on the top of Mount Moriah in Jerusalem and is traditionally the site of the Prophet Muhammad's ascent to heaven?
Pass.
Buzz.
Anyone? Liam?
The Black Rock.
No.
Buzz.
David?
Mecca.
No. I think it might be in Mecca.
You said it was in Jerusalem.
Oh, Buzz.
Oh, sorry, it's in Jerusalem. Nick?
Oh, no. I was going to say the Hajj, but no, it's
No,
such a
That's
thing.
the-
Isn't it?
yeah.
No. It's the Dome of the Rock.
Yeah.
Ah,
At the end of that round, David, we'll get you there. Nick, 3, Liam, 4, Scott, 6, Ash is in the lead with 7.
I'll spell it out.
Ash, what kind of strutting dance, especially popular at the height of the ragtime era in early 20th century America, was named after the prize that was traditionally awarded to the best dancers?
Jive?
No. Anyone?
Buzz.
Liam?
Charleston.
No.
Buzz.
Scott?
Cakewalk.
Yes! The
Oh.
cakewalk, because the couple who won the contest would win a cake. So bonus point for Scott there. David,
Okay.
the volt is an SI unit measuring the electrical energy converted by the electric charge moving between 2 points in a circuit. Although it's commonly referred to as the voltage, what two-word term is properly given to this quantity?
Direct current.
Can't. Nope.
Buzz.
Buzz.
Scott.
Electric potential.
No.
Buzz.
Okay.
Liam.
Alternate current.
No. Any more guesses? It's potential difference.
Ah.
So you were close, but I
Right.
couldn't take electric potential. Liam, which French mathematician and philosopher proved in the late 1640s that air pressure decreased with altitude by taking a barometer to the summit of the Puy de Dôme in the Auvergne?
De Gaulle.
No.
Buzz.
Scott?
Oil.
No.
Oh, damn.
Ash,
French.
David, Nick? It
No.
is Pascal. Blaise
Yeah.
Pascal.
Oh, of course
please.
it is.
The unit. The unit. Yeah.
Yeah. Nick Edmund, son of Ethelred the Unready, who briefly succeeded his father as king in 1016, is usually known by a nickname reflecting his courage. His courage, not his courage. What was his nickname? I'll read bits of that again. Edmund, son of Ethelred the Unready, who was briefly succeeded in his father as king in 1016, is usually known by a nickname reflecting his courage. What was his nickname?
The Lionheart.
No.
Buzz.
Ash.
Ironside?
Yes, very good.
Good.
Not to be confused, of course, with the detective played by Raymond Burr. Scott, what is the highest mountain in the world outside of Asia?
Believe it is. I'm going to guess it's Mount McKinley.
It's not. Anyone else?
Buzz.
Liam?
K2.
No. No. It's
Buzz?
David.
Kilimanjaro?
Good guess, but no.
Bars.
Nick.
I was going to say Mount Fuji, but that's Asia, so
It is-
ignore me.
Yeah, no idea.
It's Aconcagua. In
Cool.
the Andes between
course.
Argentina and Chile.
Of course.
Yes, on the tip of your tongue. Whose question is it? Scott, is it?
No, back to Ash.
Ash.
Okay, so at the end of that round, David, we'll get you off the bottom. Liam, Nick 3, Liam 4, Scott 7, Ash 8. Ash, the origin of which snack is generally attributed to the aristocrat John Montagu, who is said to have eaten food in this form in order to avoid having to leave the gaming table.
And they're back. Helps it's on the camera.
No idea.
Buzz.
Nick.
Sandwich.
It is. John Montagu was the 4th Earl of Sandwich.
Of
So
course, yeah.
good for you there. David, which British #1 rock album of the 1970s features the cover image of an inflatable pig flying above Battersea Power Station?
No idea.
Anyone?
Nope.
It's
Buzz.
Animals by
Yeah.
Pink Floyd. Liam, the Sargasso Sea, surrounded by and effectively created by the enclosing currents of the Gulf Stream, the Canary Current and the Equatorial Current, takes its name from the abundance of sargassum in its waters. What is sargassum?
I don't know. Pass.
Okay,
Buzz.
Scott.
Seaweed.
It is seaweed.
Ah.
Nick, whose music, though originally popular in the composer's lifetime, gained a resurgence in 1973 when his piece The Entertainer was featured in the film The Sting.
Oh no, pass.
Buzz.
Scott?
Joplin.
Yes, Scott Joplin, yes.
Ah,
Yep.
Oh, I was
Revival-
thinking Janis Joplin before. That's not right.
Scott will close out this round. What are the Aventine, the Kalian, the Capitoline, the Esquiline, the Quinnurial, the Viminal, and the Palatine?
They're the 7 Hills of Rome.
They are correct.
Done.
Next question for you, Scott. The Practical Handbook of Bee Culture, with some observations on the segregation of the queen, is the full title of a scholarly work written by which fictional character created in 1887?
Sherlock Holmes.
It is. He was a beekeeper.
Mm.
So, point for you there. Another question for you. The game called Noughts and Crosses in British English is more commonly known in the US by what 3-word alliterative name?
Tic-tac-toe.
Yes. Which 1979 film was advertised with the tagline "In space, no one can hear you scream"?
Alien.
Yes. Which measurement of length in the UK can be defined as a tenth of a nautical mile?
Chain.
It's not a chain. Anyone?
Buzz.
Yes.
A link.
Nope.
Buzz.
Buzz.
Nick.
Furlong.
Nope. Ash.
That was going to be my guess for
Fathom?
No, it is the cable.
Mm.
Cable. Oh, that would have been 5 in a row and a bonus point for there. But anyway, we'll pause the timer once again. And at the end of that round, David. Nick, 4 points. Liam, 4 points. Ash, 8. Scott zoomed into the lead with 13.
Oh, poor David. Oh my
It's all right. I've got him on WhatsApp. It's fine.
Quizzing is a sport.
Bring the clock up. There it is.
2 minutes and 29 seconds to go.
Yes, so this is likely to be the last round.
Oh.
So at the moment, Scott is in the lead with 13 points. Ash is close behind Ish with 8. Liam and Nick 4. David, good luck.
Anything can happen.
Absolutely.
There's 25. There's a lot of questions on offer.
Yeah. So we're going to go with you, Ash. I'm just trying to find where we got to. Okay. Ash, who was the author of the 1750s work, The Gentleman and Cabinet Maker's Director?
Pass.
Anyone?
Nope.
It was Thomas Chippendale
Oh.
of cabinet making fame. David, what is your first name?
David
Correct. What is your surname?
Simmons.
Correct. What is the popular name for the furcula, a forked bony structure in the bodies of birds to which the muscles of flight are attached?
Pass.
Anyone?
Buzz.
Liam?
Wing.
No. It is the wishbone. Liam, in the musical West Side Story, what are the names of the two rival gangs equivalent to the Montague and the Capulets in the source story, Romeo and Juliet?
The Jets and the Sharks.
Correct. Although her achievements in the Crimean War had for many years been eclipsed by those of
Florence
Florence Nightingale.
Oh.
I can't take it. The rest of the question for everyone else. Which Jamaica-born nursing pioneer was voted top of a 21st century poll to find the 100 greatest Black Britons?
Buzz.
Ash
Mary Seaco.
is correct.
Very
Yeah,
good.
very, very good.
Mhm.
Nick, what is the standard unit of luminous flux used to measure the light that passes through an area in a second?
You said some words there, and I want no idea what they meant, so I'm going to pass.
Buzz.
Buzz.
Scott.
Candela.
No.
Buzz.
Ash.
Lumen.
Yes.
Oh, my area.
Scott. Martin Cooper, a Chicago engineer employed by Motorola Company, is credited with being the first ever person to do what on the 3rd of April 1973?
To make a cellular wireless phone call.
Correct.
Nice.
What is the simplest proper fraction that expresses the decimal value 0.85?
17/20.
Correct. Which prolific female novelist who died in the year 2000 was married twice, both times to men with the surname McCorkadale?
Pass.
No. Anyone?
Buzz.
Nick?
Barbara Cartland.
Is correct. And we start the next round with 1 second on the clock,
No, we're done.
which means this is now going to be the final round.
Okay.
So let's get rid of the timer. We don't need that.
Okay.
Okay, so we go into the final round. David is on 2, Liam and Nick on 5, Ash 10, Scott 15. Right. Ash, what's the name of the gorge descending to more than 36,000 feet below sea level that marks the lowest point of the Mariana Trench in the northwestern Pacific and is thus the deepest point anywhere on the Earth's surface?
Can't think of it. Pass.
Buzz.
Buzz.
Scott,
Challenger Deep.
correct.
Oh, nice.
David, which aromatic herb gives its distinct flavour to Earl Grey tea?
I should know this. Tannin. That's the wrong
Buzz.
answer.
It's not. Liam?
Buzz. Bergamot.
Yes.
Very good.
Liam, it's your question. Obtained from the tree of the species Quercus suber, what material forms the centre of the best quality cricket balls?
Cork.
Night writing, a letter code devised in 1819 by the French army captain Charles Barbier for passing secret messages silent in the dark, gave rise to which form of communication still in use today?
Morse.
It's not that.
Buzz.
Ash.
Braille.
It is Braille.
Hmm.
Nick, which two seas are connected by the Suez Canal?
Mediterranean and black.
Buzz.
Not right. Scott?
Mediterranean and red.
Yes, you were very close, Nick, but not quite. David, what's 2 + 1?
3.
Correct. There you are. You're on 3 points. And finally, Scott, which American broadcaster who died in 2009 used to sign off his news programs with the phrase, "And that's the way it is"?
Walter Cronkite.
Yes, home field advantage there, I think. In the 17th and 18th century London, Garraways, Jonathans, and Lloyds were all famous. What?
Shipping companies.
They were not.
Buzz.
Liam?
Pharmacies.
No.
Buzz.
Nick?
Insurers.
No. David?
Banks.
No. Ash, do you want to have a guess?
Pubs.
Oh, it's sort of the pubs of their day. Coffee houses. And that, of course, is where Lloyd's got its name from. Lloyd's of London was set up in a coffee shop. And that is the end of Brain of Schlag. We have 3 points to David, 5 to Nick, 7 to Liam, 11 to Ash, but the biggest brain of all is Scott with 18.
Hey, well done, Scott.
Go on,
Alright,
Scott.
I-
Thank you. Can I have my 20 points back, please?
Ding.